Alright, welcome back to my Dark Souls remastered playthrough. This is probably going to be my last video because from what I know, I only need to chuck the Lord Souls into the vessel and yeah. So it's probably going to be shorter depending on how much I struggle with the final boss. Guess we'll see. Book of the Guilty. Okay, so last time we finished the DLC, defeated Manus, the father of the Abyss. And I see I've got 6 fucking, what do you call it? Humanity. I don't know what to do with it, honestly. I don't think I can really do anything with it. Let's see if I can talk to this woman down here, Firekeeper. Or if she still just says the same shit.
Forgive me, I am impure.
Yeah, she just says the same shit. I was actually hoping, I wanted to see if I can see what the Lord Souls... you know what? Also, I want to see that guy up there. If he sells anything different. Because I've defeated like... I think I've defeated all the bosses in the game except for the final one, so... I want to see if he has any more like soul... boss armor that I can get from him. And then I can read more like lore about Hollow Warrior armor. Dude, I'm so much stronger than I was. Like, I was struggling with these. Not struggling, but... how do you say it? Like, they were not this... they didn't deal me so little damage when I was here initially. But let's not fall down here now. This fucking guy, it's like the worst place to put him.
Aye, Shemai. I didn't expect to meet anybody, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't say anything different. Still has the master key. Don't need it. Smoke's armor. He's got Artorias' armor. That's cool. Well, let's read it. Helm of Artorias the Abyss Walker, one of Gwyn's 4 knights. The death of the helm's owner can be surmised from the corrosive dark of the Abyss, and the musty azure blue tassel, once a symbol of pride and glory. Okay. The tattered azure blue cape, once a symbol of pride and glory. The death of the owner can surmise corrosive of the dark, which has compromised their protective utility. Okay, so it doesn't really say much.
Well, that is a shame then. Come back. Not every trade was meant to...
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm not coming back, bro. You are dead to me. Oh, shit. I almost forgot how to jump. I also wanted to see if I can go to one of the blacksmiths and see if I can use these like Lord Souls. So let me go to the first Undead Parish blacksmith. Upgrade a random weapon to 5 and see if I can ascend one of the things to the Lord Soul. Guess we'll see. You know what? I don't know if I actually have... but he sells Titanite Shard. He does sell Titanite Shard, so...
That's an odd him. I know. Good one. I'm a...
Okay, reinforced weapon. Let's see. Maybe if I just use one of these broken straight swords. You see, I've got very little Titanite shards, but I can buy a few from this guy. Just buy like 5. Let's make it more. This one, right? Okay, let's see if broken straight sword, raw broken, divine broken straight sword. No, so he doesn't have anything. Anything tight.
Don't get yourself
Okay, let me go
killed.
to the... Maybe the giant blacksmith's the only one that can forge stuff from the Lord's souls. Because I want to read the stuff. So, Anna Orlando... What's the best? Chamber of the Princess. That's probably the best one, right? Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring. Kinda like how this armor looks. Honestly, these, like, it's more about the poise than anything. Like, they give you some defense against, like, physical attacks. Like, you can see the damage is reduced by, like, maybe 50%. But maybe 40%, actually. But it's mostly about the poise, honestly. One shot. That's crazy. Like, it took me at least 4 shots when I was here. Holy shit. I've obviously become boosted as fuck since being here. Okay, let's talk to this blacksmith. I do have some coals as well, or embers that he might want.
What's that? Shiny shaggy meat I make weapon.
Crystal ember, yeah, sure.
I had shiny I make.
Okay, let's see. Tin Dark Moon Catalyst. What's that about? Oh, can I not read it? Manus Catalyst. That sucks. I can't read the fucking shit unless I buy it. So I can make a Manus Catalyst out of 2 of these things. Requires Manus Soul, so I can do that. Soul of Gwendolyn. Oh, I don't have Gwendolyn Soul. Okay, I see. Okay, so Manus Catalyst is the only thing that I can make, it seems. Beatrice Catalyst. Tin Banishment Catalyst. Okay, well, let me make the mana. Is that all you can... Let's see if I can... Let's see if I can give him any other embers.
That forge stop.
Let's talk to him.
You come, you.
Okay, well, let me just make Manus' Catalyst, I guess. 5,000 souls, and I guess I could read more about Manus. Because I'm assuming Manus was some sort of mage, right? Oh shit, what am I doing? I'm pressing the wrong buttons because I played Final Fantasy just now as well. Catalyst is at the bottom, I think. There we go. A sorcery catalyst born from the soul of Manus, Father of the Abyss. A rough, old wooden catalyst, large enough to be used as a strike weapon. Similar to the tin crystallization catalyst, it boosts the strength of sorceries but limits the number of castings. Doesn't say much about Manus then. Okay, what else? What else can I possibly... You reinforce a weapon, but I don't. He doesn't sell. He does sell Tight Note. How many do I need? I probably need about 6, maybe 7. I can only buy 4. Let me pop Soul. I was really hoping that I could. That I could just use the +5, whatever that fucking broken sword. But maybe I can't. Oh no, he doesn't. Oh wait, no he does. What fucking souls do I have? I have Guardian Soul, I've got Soul of Sith, I've got a Soul of Smog, Core of the Iron Giant, Soul of Quelag, Soul of Moonlight Butterfly. Dude, I don't know, what the fuck? What could I possibly make out of these things? Maybe just this... Maybe I should just upgrade like one of the big swords, like a claymore. That's a two-handed sword, right? Or whatever, it's a great sword. I need 2 more Titanite shards, really. Really? What the hell? That's annoying as fuck. Okay, well then I don't know what to do. Okay, well then unfortunately I can't, then I don't know how to make these weapons. I really thought that he would be able to do it. But it looks like he only makes... Okay, well let me go to the Sunlight Altar. I think that's the one I'm meant to go to. Because I was interested in reading more lore about those, like, bosses, or at least whatever. Oh, no, this is completely wrong. Well, now that I'm here, let me see if... Oh, it is. It's a covenant. I was thinking about that it might be a covenant right at the start, but it wasn't then. Oh, that's cool. Covenant established. I can learn a gesture as well. Praise the sun. I can learn praise the sun. And I have sunlight medallions. Yes. I've got like 4. Might as well just give it. Maybe it's because Solaire's dead now. Like maybe I had to advance his storyline. Okay, so he has like a lightning spear. Is that what it gave me? Lightning spear, nice. Miracle passed down to those bound by the warrior of sunlight covenant. Hurl lightning spear. Lightning spears inflict rare lightning damage and are very effective against magic, fire, and most of all dragons. Okay, cool. And then I got the praise the sun, which is... No, that's not the one. How do I switch it out? There we go. Nice. Maybe that should be my screenshot. Maybe... Actually, let me do it. Okay, so then I guess then I have to fucking go back to Firelink Shrine and talk to that serpent to warp me to the bonfire room or whatever the fuck it's called. That's crazy. I didn't expect to find that coven there. That was like by accident now. Okay, let's... Wake up.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well and wide awake. Do not treat me like an old withering snake.
Fucking raven up there.
I
Crow.
am pleased to see you well. Is it something?
Yes, and you just warp
Very
me.
well. Then...
Okay, I can skip this. Guess I can skip this too. It's fucking creepy. Okay, well there's a giant ass door. So let me offer the Lord's souls. There we go. Flames burning bright. That's a cool screenshot actually. And that's actually a cool screenshot. Oh yeah. This could be my... That's very cool. Too bad he's not doing the praise the sun. But maybe I can just do it myself. Yeah, like this could be a cool screenshot. What is it? This one. See what's through door number 1. That's interesting. Bright as fuck. There's a giant, like, gap there at the front. Interesting. I thought I'm sure usually when you walk down here, there's... there, I was gonna say. There's these like ghosts that walk through here. They're like sort of trapped in Twilight. I was gonna say, like, usually this is what happens. It's interesting. Nice. Or phantoms, maybe phantom. Ooh, look at that. That's very epic. Kiln of the first flame. Alright. Look at all this like ash. And just it's like just a giant furnace. And obviously now you can see it's like twilight or whatever. Okay, let me do the praise the sun here as well. Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe like something like this. This could be like a cool screenshot. It's hard to like make screenshots because the thumbnails are so... I mean thumbnails. They're so small, man, on YouTube. So it's like, if I use like something like that, that's crazy. I mean, I like environments. I think environments are cool to use. Something like that. Okay, enough about that. Let's move on and see what this is about. It's very epic looking though. Now there's a knight there. So there's a black knight. Look at all the ash, like holy shit. Does look like a black knight. What's up, bro? Look at that, it's like a puff of smoke. Nice. And he dropped a black knight sword and a titanite chunk. Nice. And all of this stuff's just sort of scorched. Ah, this is a black knight with a big sword. My sword is big too. You ain't shit, bro. Eh? Oh wow, I got a black knight greatsword. That's cool. Let's read it. I don't think I have one. Black knight sword. Black knight greatsword. I can wield it. Greatsword of the Black Knights who wander Lordran. Used to face chaos demons. The large motion that puts the weight of the body into the attack reflects the great size of their adversaries long ago. Interesting. Very berserk-esque. Look at that, that's fucking cool, man. Very cool. Very cool indeed. A giant like stadium. Man, I just want all the fucking Like, that's what Dark Souls does very well. It just has like all these epic environments that's just like really well designed. And all of them is like kind of like spectacles, because you walk through that little tunnel like with almost nothing, you can almost see anything, and then you walk out into this giant area that's just like really epic looking. It's very cool. It's also a drop. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, it's Is this built out of a arch tree? I think it is, because look, there's like roots down there. Does that mean that each arch tree is actually like a kiln, or... Right, these are like giant roots. So I think this is just built on top of or inside like a arch tree that's been like hollowed out. So I wonder if the arch tree gave the flame, the first flame. Another Titanite chunk. I see there's an item there. Oh, the Black Knight armor. That's cool. I do have the Silver Knight armor, but let's see the Black Knight armor. Dude, I have so much fucking items. It's not even... Oh, there we go. Helm of the Black Knights who haunt Lordran. The knights followed Lord Gwyn when he departed to link the fire, but they were burned to ashes in the newly kindled flame, wandering the world as disembodied spirits ever after. Okay, it's funny, The knights pursued Lord Gwyn when he departed Link, but they were burned to ashes in the kindled flame, wandering... Okay. It's funny how it says different things on the armor. And this one as well, it's followed... So these kind of say the same, and then it's the knights followed Lord Gwyn when he departed to link the flame, but they were burned to ashes in the newly kindled fire one. Yeah, okay, so it kind of all says the same. It's interesting. Guess I could wear that armor as well. It would probably make me faster, but I like this this armor. I think it looks quite cool. Otherwise, I might wear Havel's armor. I think it gives the most poise. So I'm just kind of going forward. Can you see inside there? Interesting. Oh, I see. Is that Gwyn over there? It does have like a flaming sword. I think that's Gwyn. So... he's standing in the middle there. Yeah, look, it's a boss fight. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave my HUD on and maybe I can get a cool screenshot with him. But I think I'm probably gonna use the environment rather. Dude, it's so weird, like your target thing doesn't show. This one has an axe. Dude, these are all dropping stuff. Like, the drop rating on these ones, it's funny because this is like the end of the game. Oh, I missed him. Black Knight shield. Did I have a Black Knight shield? I don't know. Apparently this silver pendant is meant to counter Manus's spells that he cast. I didn't know that when I was like using it. I was using it wrong, in a wrong way. So it's funny. I did not have a Black Knight shield. Shields of the Black Knights that wander Lordran. A flowing canal is chiseled deeply into its face. Long ago, the Black Knights faced the Chaos Demons and was charred black. But their shields became highly resistant to fire. I mean, that could be good. Gwyn seems to be a fire dude. He's got a fire-like weapon. I don't know how many, how much life I have, so let me just... Okay. Well, let's see. I might die the first time if I do this. So maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should not do this. I did take a lot of damage from that knight, actually. So I do have humanity, I can heal if I take too much damage. Let me just see, maybe the Black Knight armor is better. No, it's not. What about Havel's stuff? Okay, so this one actually gives more fire defense. Havel's one that gives more fire defense as well, and it gives more poise. So I think I'm actually gonna wear Havel's stuff then. Yeah, it gives more fire. I'm assuming that Gwyn's gonna do fire damage. So let me just go all out on the fucking fire defense. And poise. Let's go. Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. It's hollow, I think. Oh, fuck. Dude, he's got reach of fucking death. I can interrupt him. So he's not super strong. Yeah, I think the DLC bosses are stronger than him. Yeah, he's not that strong. Okay. I just need to be careful, he does a lot of damage. I missed. He looks cool. This kind of looks like... And look how small he is, right? He's not as big as his fucking statues. Almost got him. Oh, he was fucking kill him. Yeah, there we go. Yo, look at his sword. He's got a fucking cool looking sword. Sorry, bro. You had to die. Well, I mean... There we go. Soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. Nice. Okay, so that was not a super strong fight. If I had come here before doing the DLC, it would have been much stronger, I think. But I did gain some levels when I did go to the DLC and stuff. So I would have been a lower level then. I got some souls I can level up. So that's the first flame that I'm meant to kindle. Maybe I should take a screenshot. Or not a screenshot, what do you call it? I don't know. Let me read his soul before I do anything. His fucking sword looks epic though. Soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, contains an incredible power. Okay. Soul of the Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight and Cinder, who linked the first flame. Lord Gwyn bequeathed most of his power to the gods, and burned as cinder for the first flame, but even so Lord Gwyn's soul is a powerful thing indeed. Okay, so it doesn't say too much. I wonder if his soul can turn into that sword that he has. Oh, I guess it won't know. I'd have to teleport away, I guess. But I think if I leave here, I think either way, I think I have to link the first flame to end the game. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Yeah, because you basically replace him, because he's basically been burnt to a husk, right? That's why why it's like in this twilight. And then you replace him to become the new Kindle or whatever for the first flame. There's another ending where you let the flame die and the Age of Dark takes over, but it's like a hidden ending. There we go. That's the end of the game. Dark Souls Remastered. Yeah. So I think it's, yeah, like I said when I started playing, this is the best game ever made, in my opinion. And I still think it is. I don't think any of the other Dark Souls games really capture what this one does. I don't know why, I don't know what it is. It's just, this one just, to me, feels like an epic, right? And the other ones, I don't know what the difference is. There's just something missing in the other ones. I mean, a large thing for me, even the DLC of this one starts feeling more like the other ones, right? Like, when they were making this one, they had it feels like they had a set idea, right, from the start, and they tried to make it as they planned or something. I'm sure that's not true, and they did run out of time, I think, because they had a deadline that they had to meet, probably for Sony or whatever. And so like the areas like the Demon Ruins and Izalith and those places feel unfinished. Like there's a lot of just reused stuff, reused bosses, reused enemies and stuff for that like area, and the area feels kind of very almost empty in a way in some parts. But I still think they made a really like good game, and the majority of the game is really like feels solid, and there's so many like hidden like things that you can find. I mean, even playing it now, like I think I've played it through the game like maybe 6 or 7 times, I don't even know. It's still easy to like miss stuff and still easy to find new stuff. Like I think this was the first time in the DLC at least that I fought Color Meat. I don't think I've fought him before. Because I think I watched another guy play the game, and then I saw him like talk to Goch and get Color Meat to get shot down. I didn't know you could do that until then. So it's so like crazy like how much stuff you can miss in the game. And also you can play the game in any order. Like I said, there's a different ending where you let the fire fade. But you can only get that ending if you do like certain areas in a different order. Like if you go to New Londo Ruins first before you go to Anor Londo for I think. And in order to do that, you have to go to Sif first, right? Because it's just there's so much. It's just different, and then that guy doesn't give you the key, so I think you have to actually kill. I can't remember if you have to kill him or if you just have to show that you have the ring of Artorias, the Abyss ring. But I'm not 100% sure. And I think you can. No, you can't. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like weird. Like there's so many differences and different things you can find depending on in what order you do stuff, which is so cool. It's like just a cool design, very open design for the player to basically make their own choices. And I think a lot of games don't have that, and they don't hold your hand much at all, which is crazy. Like I played a little bit of Diablo Immortal yesterday just to see what it's like, because the game's been getting so much flack. And for being like pay to win, it's garbage this, garbage that, or whatever. And I played the game only a little bit, maybe like an hour or so, just to see what it's like. And the first thing I noticed was that it was super handholdy. Like you basically can, I don't know if that's just the starting area. I hope it's not just the starting area. But it's like they really like hold your hand, right? Okay, so it just starts the new Yeah, okay, so it just starts the new playthrough 2 or whatever. Okay, so I'm just gonna exit here. I mean, I'm gonna talk now, but I'm just saying I'm not okay. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's super handheldy. Like you can basically only follow one path. I tried to go off the path, and it's like you're basically blocked off by like invisible walls that you can't go in certain directions, and that's what like immediately kind of throws you out of the game, right? Because breaks like the immersion or whatever however you say it, that it like blocks you in such an obvious way. It really annoyed me actually. I might actually record that next, just because it's like super hyped at the moment, and there's so much like I want to, because I'm a fan of Diablo, right? I've always been a fan. I played Diablo 1 in like 1998 or something. I played a demo of it, right? And then only in like 2000 when Diablo 2 came out did I go and it was before Diablo 2 got released. I wanted to play Diablo 1, so I got a copy of Diablo 1 that was on like replay like special or whatever, where they re-released it cheaper. I think it was like R$100 or something at the time. I don't know how much that's it. It's like $5 or something, maybe $6. It was like super cheap for Diablo 1. And then I played through that. It was a cool game. But then Diablo 2, that was like way better. It was such an upgrade, right? You got to explore different areas. Like Diablo 1 was very like kind of, you could just go down for like 15 levels. I mean, it was still a good game. Like it still had a cool vibe, very dark, sort of dark fantasy vibe and all of that stuff. But then Diablo 2 just I played the shit out of that game, man. Like that was basically my high school. Like I played that game over and over and over. Even in college, I fucking played it over and over. I just always kept trying out different builds and different. And this was before the patch where all the skills started boosting each other. I think it was patch 1.10 or something, where it changed the game a lot. Like the game, your character was much weaker. I mean, I didn't have the internet at the time, so I couldn't like Google builds and stuff, so I tried to experiment and stuff myself. But now with Diablo Immortal, it feels so like linear, like, and you can't really experiment with builds and stuff. You just unlock skills as you level. Like that's one of the, like, just ignore the fucking pay to win aspect or the shop, or it feels like super dumbed down, and it feels like a cell phone game. I mean, visually it still looks good, right? It still has really cool like areas from what I've seen. I've only seen the starting area, like I said. I've only played like the tutorial area. So maybe I'm hoping that gets better as you go. But I don't know. We'll see. And that's what like anyway, I'm like rambling now about that, but what I was trying to say was that Dark Souls doesn't have that handholdy feeling, and I think they lost. Like I understand that in Dark Souls 2, and it's more like a spread out. Like the maps, the world is spread out more, whereas Dark Souls 1 is vertical more. You go down a lot and up a lot more than in the other Dark Souls games. But that's like part of, I think, what I don't like about it. It's the fact that it feels more linear. Like in Dark Souls 2, you still have some options that you can go to from the start. You can go to a few different areas, I think. But in Dark Souls 3, that got taken away like almost completely, I think. There was, from what I remember, that it does spread out a little bit later on. Like you can choose to go either to the swamp area, or you can choose to go to the cathedral area of the deep, cathedral of the deep. And then there are some splits, right? but mostly it's linear for the first like maybe 3 areas that you go to. It's very linear, and it's like you can kind of only go in this way. I mean, the areas are big, so that's like one thing that's cool. It's like the areas are bigger. They feel more epic in a certain way. But I think like losing that sort of player choice or something, I'm not sure how to say it, but the linearity of it makes the game feel less like this one. I never played Demon Souls, so I don't know how Demon Souls was set up. Hopefully I'll be able to play it at some point. But from what I can tell, Demon Souls seems to be a much shorter game. But I don't know if it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I haven't watched a playthrough of it or anything. But yeah, like I said. And I'm hoping that Bloodborne comes to PC, because I would love to play that. It does look cool. It has a similar... I think it's similar to this. I think I would enjoy Bloodborne probably more than the other 2 Dark Souls games. But I'm not sure. I'll have to play it before, because like watching someone play it doesn't fucking mean shit, really. If you don't play it yourself, you don't have the same emotional experiences and stuff as the person playing it. So it's like, well, at least for me, it's hard to get the same, like it's hard to, how do I say it? It's like, it's because you're in control of the character and stuff, and the camera and all of that. You feel it like in the moment, but I mean, you can see someone else's reaction, but it's like not the same, in my opinion. You have to like actually play the game and go through it and stuff. This is why I prefer to play these games offline, because like you lose out so much, I think, if you play it online and you just read all the tips and things. I mean, there is also the aspect of some people can trick you and stuff, which is maybe kind of funny. But then there's also a lot of people that are helping you, right? And telling you, oh, this is a mimic. Like, watch out for the mimic, watch out for the drop, watch out for the trap. And then you lose that sort of, it's almost like a spoiler, right? Which is like, it's annoying. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I prefer to play these games offline. Sekiro is also very good. Honestly, that's like one of the top games, I think, as well. Sekiro still has like, it feels linear at the start, but then you start realizing that there's a lot of places in Sekiro where you can go that you can like just skip entire areas and go back to them later on if you want to, which is great. I think Sekiro is like a very, like, I know it was super hyped for the difficulty, but I think the level design in Sekiro is amazing. It kind of captures what Dark Souls 1 captured as well, I think. And the boss fights in Sekiro are fucking epic. It's like, it feels like you're in anime, you know, like Rurouni Kenshin or Basilisk or something, or Ninja Scroll. You know, those types of animes where it's like these epic fucking one-on-one fights with like like a samurai or a ninja or whatever. It's a great game. I highly recommend Sekiro as well. It's difficult. But it's, I don't know, it has this it has a similar feel to Dark Souls, where if something isn't working, try something else, experiment, or go explore. You can get stronger if you know, like, maybe you can learn more skills, or maybe you can like upgrade your HP or damage or something by fighting an easier boss first before you go back to like one of the tougher bosses or something like that, right? And I think that's what Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 had missing, is you can't really go and explore and stuff that much. Maybe Dark Souls 2, maybe that has it more. But another thing I don't like about those ones is you can see it with like Manus in this game. He has an attack where he does like 5 or 6 attacks in a row, and it's kind of like scripted to always do that. I don't like that. Dark Souls I'm not. Dark Souls 2 did it with like the trolls. I don't know if they're trolls or whatever the fuck. They're like these hippo-looking things. You can see them like right at the start. There's one if you go off the beaten path. They do like 3 attacks, like boom, 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 boom. It's basically just the same attack over and over. I don't like that. Like I didn't like that sort of design, like kind of a chain attack that's scripted to always do the same. Like they don't stop midway if you're like run away or something. And Manus does this as well in this in the DLC for this, and I don't like it. It feels like badly designed, in my opinion. Like because like I don't know if maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm like thinking like remembering this wrong, but I don't think Dark Souls, like not the DLC. I mean like the original one, just like without the DLC. I can't think of like other bosses that have that kind of like that sort of thing, right? Where they do like multiple attacks in a row, even if your character is not even close to them. Like they always seem to attack like once, right? Because that's the difference. Dark Souls, I think maybe not Dark Souls 2, but Dark Souls 3 definitely feels more like just a traditional hack and slash game where you kind of just spam attack. And Dark Souls 1, I think, is more of a rhythm game. But I mean, all of them are kind of rhythm games because you have to kind of learn the attack, especially like Sekiro by far is like probably the most rhythm-based game because you really have to learn the enemy's attacks. And like you have to know when to counter, when or whatever, like when to parry, when to jump, when to dodge away or whatever, depending on what attacks. Like they really force you to learn the enemy's moves, especially the bosses. They really force you to learn their attack patterns and stuff. And in Sekiro that kind of works because it's a faster game. But in Dark Souls 3 as well, it's a faster game. And I think an Elden Ring is more like Dark Souls 3 than Dark Souls 1. I mean, Elden Ring, I haven't played it. Like it doesn't run on my computer because it's not DirectX 12 compatible or something. It's either that or it just didn't launch. I don't know. I bought it when it came out. It wouldn't open on my computer, so hopefully eventually I'll be able to afford a better computer and then just play that because I really want to play it because I'm obviously a fanboy of From Software games, right? Because a relatively new fanboy because I only started playing. I played Dark Souls, like I said, on my friend's Xbox in like 2012 or something, 2011 maybe. I don't even know. But I only got to like the Gargoyles, and then I didn't play it further. I forgot, like I didn't know it was on PC, so I didn't think about it again until like 2018 or something. That's when I played the Prepare to Die version. And then I played the remastered one on my Switch Lite. Obviously not the best way to fucking play the game. But, yeah. Yeah, what else can I say? It's a great fucking game. And I'll probably play it again, honestly. It's just so cool. It's like, just to like try out, like, there's so many different weapons and builds and things you can try. Like honestly, it feels like how Diablo 2 felt for me when I was like in high school or a kid. Even Titan Quest, when Titan Quest came out, I played the shit out of that game because it was so cool, like that you could like experiment with different combinations of classes, and it was just a cool game. Like the problem I have with those types of games now is the grind. I don't want to grind in games really anymore. It's like I don't have time, as much time as I had when I was in high school or even college. You have so much more time. Now work takes up most of your time, and then you have to like cook and stuff, and then by the time you want to record a video or do anything, like play a game or anything, it's like fucking 10 or 11 at night already, and it's like makes it so much harder to grind, right? That's why I think games like MMO games and stuff like that, they don't work for people that have like jobs and fucking other stuff they have to deal with, right? So the grinding that type of game doesn't work for me anymore. And what I like about this is it's still an action RPG type game, but it's way less grindy, right? You don't have to really grind in this at all, because you can play the whole fucking game with whatever weapon you start with, and you can just upgrade it. You might not be the strongest or the strongest build or whatever the fuck, but you can play the whole game just with one weapon. And like, and I mean, I did. I played the whole game with a fucking Zweihander, which you get like almost right at the start if you know where to look. It's just in the graveyard in Firelink Shrine. It's right there, and I fucking finished the game with it. And I had the occult Zweihander for the longest time now. And only now I fight Gwyn at the end, and it's like boosted as fuck against him because he is a god, right? And the whole point of the occult is to beat the gods, right? And that's the only god I've fought. I could have fought, I don't know what her name is, the girl in the painted world. You can fight her, and I could have fought Gwendolyn as well. I think those are the only two other gods you could have fought. I'm not sure, actually, but I think so. Yeah, anyway, I highly recommend this game to everyone. It is a difficult game. If you, like, I've played the game a lot, so I've probably made it look like easier than what it really is. And I do have a base idea of where a lot of the stuff is, even though I've tried to play it as if it's like more of a blind playthrough, but it's impossible if you've already played the game, right, multiple times, right? So it is difficult, especially like I would suggest playing it with a controller, but I know a lot of people struggle with controllers. If you play with a keyboard and a mouse most of your life, it's hard to get into a controller. I have played a PlayStation 2 before. I grew up with a PlayStation 2 in like high school. I had one, and college actually. Like it might still work. Honestly, I think the controllers are fucked. I think that's the only problem with it. So I did have experience with a controller, but it is much easier with a controller. I think I had to kind of learn how to use a controller when playing Dark Souls. I bought my Xbox controller specifically to fucking play Dark Souls, because I played with a mouse and keyboard up to Anorlando, the first time I played Prepare to Die edition, and then I was like, no, fuck this. It's so hard to play against. It's hard to lock on, especially the Prepare to Die edition, right? They made that so like clunky for PC. The remastered one is better. I played with the mouse. When I tested it out to see if it runs on my computer, it feels much better than what the Prepare to Die edition did. Prepare to Die edition, it was not set up there was a port that was not set up to be used with a keyboard and a mouse. It's fucking terrible, honestly. Like, I would highly suggest you use a controller if you play the Prepare to Die edition. I don't know if you can even buy it anymore, honestly. I think I took it off Steam when the remastered one came out, so I don't really like that, because they did that with Resident Evil, the Resident Evil games. I want to play the original fucking Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. I don't want to play the remastered ones, right? But unfortunately, it looks like they've removed all of those ones from Steam. So I don't know if you can buy it on like GOG or Good Old Games. I want to look, because I want to play the original Resident Evils, not the fucking remastered ones. Ugh, anyway. Yeah, cool. Shut. Thanks a lot for watching, if you did watch up to this point and listen to me ramble on about how great this game is and all that stuff. Yeah, I definitely think still this is the best game. Everyone should play it. I mean, it's definitely the best game for me, in my opinion. It's like there's no other game made me feel like this game did. Since probably Diablo 2, honestly. Like, I mean, Diablo 3 was epic. I liked that game as well. I thought it was cool. like, I'm not an end-game person, so I didn't care that much about the greater rifts and all that stuff. I think that's boring. I don't like it. Even Diablo, I played the Resurrected one, Diablo 2 Resurrected. I finished it on Hell with a Necromancer. But then I got bored after playing it, so I only finished it. I think I finished it with a Barbarian as well, like a Whirlwind Barbarian. I think I did, but I had my brother had to help me with his Paladin to finish Hell, I think, with but I can't remember. Maybe I'm wrong. But I did. I think I did manage to finish it with the Barbarian on Hell. So I finished it with 2 characters. But then after that, I got fucking bored. I think my characters are like level 80, 85 maybe. I got bored of it. Like I said, the fucking grind, man. It's not enjoyable anymore when you have like shit to do. So yeah, cool. Thanks a lot for watching. This is definitely a fucking 12 out of 10, maybe even fucking 69 out of 10 game for me. It's like the highest like possible value. It's like an infinity out of 10. It's like I'm gonna fucking play it again. And Hollow Knight I think is similar. I'm probably gonna play it again because it's just a fucking good game. And I think it will always be a good game. So yeah, shut. Thanks a lot for watching, comment and all that, and yeah, shut and cheers.